Brian Mason was one of the cherished jewels of the community in San Diego, California. Surrounded by the war on drugs and upsurge in violence, Brian managed to keep his head out of trouble. He enjoyed spending time with loved ones, lending a helping hand to family and neighbors. He graduated from high school without a blemish on his record and secured a job shortly after. With his hard work, Brian was one of the first of his friends to purchase a car. On July 6, 1999, Brian drove his friends to a motel party where they hung out with another group of young men in the pool area. Everyone was getting along, having a good time, and eventually they all went to a hotel room and started rapping together. Some of the lyrics got out of hand, and when some of their new acquaintances felt insulted, Brian's group was asked to leave. When they got back to the car, Brian's friend realized he forgot his jacket in the motel room. When the group went back to retrieve the jacket, there was a quick exchange of words. The situation escalated and turned into a fight. During the fight, one of his friends was getting beaten up pretty badly, so his friend's younger brother fired a shot and ended up killing someone. Because of the unfortunate events that unfolded that night, the DA wanted to charge Brian for murder, which means they had to find an underlying felony in order for his charge to stick. The evidence against Brian and his group included a broken chain necklace found at the scene, along with a witness testimonial citing a line that the gunman shouted, "Break yourself." With this evidence against them, Brian and his group were charged with robbery. Brian did not shoot a gun. He did not have a gun. He did not plan to murder anyone. He did not aid and abet a murder, nor did he have intent to murder. In our justice system, a person in Brian's situation can still be given the death sentence regardless of all the aforementioned facts due to a penal code 190.2D, also known as special circumstances murder. Intent to kill is not always required for this enhancement charge and is an automatic sentence to life behind bars or death. Brian unfortunately received the death sentence for reckless indifference to human life, an enhancement term that most people do not understand, a term that is not explained well under its own penal code. So what exactly constitutes reckless indifference to human life? Brian's participation did not inflict any major damage, and yet he is sentenced to die. Brian's sentence is actually more harsh than if he had actually premeditated the whole incident. Let's bring Brian and other countless wrongfully convicted people home. Abolish 190.2D and vote yes on SB 300.